do think this is by far one of the worst mid-league patches GG has done. I want to make it clear, I don't care for the loot nerf. The loot is still extremely good. In fact, here is one temple I did post nerf. I dropped 27 raw divines, headhunter, 2 calandras, 2 abyss tablets, the vortex mask, like 26 divines, and a high reach chest. The loot is still extremely OP for a temple like mine. I don't mind the loot nerf whatsoever. That's completely fine, and I think it is justifiable because the loot was so extremely OP. Even post nerf, as you can see, it's still like extremely OP. This loot is probably still way too much for PoE 2. So essentially what happened is that the top end players, like the 1%ers, like me or whatever, we are completely fine. The patch pretty much did nothing to nerf us. Like, yeah, sure, we get less loot, but the loot now is overall more valuable with legacy temples because less people have these setups, so my loot's even better, right? Obviously, if I'm the only person dropping 27 divines per a map and everyone else is dropping like 2 divines, then relatively that 27 divines will be worth way more in this post-nerf world. And why is this? This is because they made built-in temples take way longer now with this lock change. You can only lock a tier 3 room. Like I said, if you try to build a temple before, being able to only lock a tier 3 room is extremely rough. You're going to need like, the perfect room for your next connection, a lock, and a +1 for every part of your chain. That just takes forever. So before, a temple probably took anywhere from 30 to 50 hours. I expect with this patch now, it takes 150 hours to 200 hours. And the big issue with this is the fact that temples like mine, legacy temples, still exist. All these still exist in the game. Hundreds, even thousands of players, how many people have this built up, all have legacy temples. So if you had a fully built up temple before the patch, you're fine. Like the loot nerfs, whatever, you still drop an insane amount of loot. But the people who were like mid temple farm, only had like 20-30 rooms, or really screwed, or had like no rooms in the inside of the temple yet, because like I said, building the temple is just way longer now. So they essentially created this legacy mid-league farm, and it's going to create this mid-league legacy wealth gap. Those that have the legacy temple and can still farm 100 divines plus in hours, and those who didn't build their temple yet. And yeah, that's essentially what the patch did. And if you're a middle building a temple, you're still kind of entirely bricked because you'll keep losing runes because you probably didn't have a level 3 room at the end, and you didn't have a +1 medallion to be able to lock it. So yeah, even if you're like mid temple, you probably are bricked. The only people who were safe are the people with a fully built temple. And then the issue here is the only way they can really fix this is by reverting all players' temples